Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of, this is for the next 6 months. You have this growth card. It says, expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer soon. You have this strategy. It says, becoming more strategic to succeed in the long term. So I do feel that it's a very abundant summer. So I think that a lot of you are increasing your abundance over the summertime, or you could be doing things to increase your abundance over the summer, which obviously would be a good thing. I also do think that there are probably things you could learn that would make your abundance even more. So whatever you're working on, I would learn the ins and the outs of it, or continue to study whatever it is that you do in your life to increase your abundance. Even if you're retired, I always get people that are retired and they're like, "I'm retired. What am I supposed to do?" I'm like, "I don't know. Learn about investing. Learn about learn about getting a side hustle or something like that." I can't hold your hand here, Scorpio. As I always say, I only ever say that to Scorpio for some reason. But again, I think that there are many things that you could do to learn how to increase your finances. Or to have better finances, or to improve your financial situation. And I feel for a lot of you, again, I would be doing that, whatever that is for you. So I would learn about it or whatever. So let's see what's going on here for you, Scorpio. You have the Nine of Cups, and I did not want to do that. So the Nine of Cups can represent a wish or wish fulfillment coming in for you. I do feel, normally I don't say that because I don't, to me, the Nine of Cups is really a card about, soaking in an energy, being the energy of the thing that you want to be. So it's really a card of alignment and being in alignment. But I do feel that you are getting some sort of wish, or you're finding fulfillment. Definitely could have to do with your money flow, as that card says there. So you could be doing more things to improve your money flow. You have the Ten of Wands. I think you still have a lot going on, Scorpio. You could find yourself being very busy. Again, the summertime is going to be very busy for most people. I think a lot of people are doing just, a lot of stuff, and you have to kind of balance your responsibilities with the Ten of Wands. Personally, I like the Ten of Wands. To me, it's a good card. He's about to reach his home in the background here. Those 10 wands represent his harvest. So he planted those wands. He wants to grow those wands. And I feel a lot of you could be kind of creating a harvest, or you're having a better harvest in your life. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says, of course, teamwork makes the dream work. So if you're thinking about getting help from other people, working together with other people, learning from other people, this is obviously a very good card for doing it. It's also a card of quality work, and I feel that over the next 6 months, you will start to notice that you're getting maybe more attention or recognition on the work that you do. So what I would do is more work, right? And I wouldn't necessarily, I don't think this is saying work yourself to the bone, but if you could add a little extra quality, or a little bit extra something, a little extra juice to whatever you're doing, it would be very helpful. This right here is a water triangle. This is a fire triangle. The water triangle, it kind of represents above and beyond effort. It represents something that just makes his work a little bit extra special. And again, I don't think you have to drive yourself nuts with this or go crazy, or, again, work yourself to the bone. But I would just, have that mindset. Just say to yourself, is there something a little extra that I could do that would make, set me apart in work or business or whatever you do to make money? Or is there something a little bit extra that would make me stand out? And if you can figure out what that thing is, it will make you successful. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Three of Swords here. I do feel some of you are healing something. I also feel some of you could be, this is like forgiveness. Three of Swords, those swords are in your own heart. You have to remove those swords from your heart to get what you want. And you have to, it doesn't mean you have to forgive a person directly, but it does say that you could remove those swords from your heart so that you no longer have swords in your heart. It also represents a temporary situation. So if you've gone through a heartbreak or sadness or whatever, this could say that it is temporary. With the Ten of Wands, you show up here, Scorpio. So the Death card, this right here. I feel that there are changes that you could make in your work, though. You have this Transformation card. And again, I think there are things you could do that would either make you more efficient and increase the quality of the work that you do, or, there are things that you could do that would just be better, or, produce a better result. So I feel that some of you, it's almost like you're, if you're on YouTube, you're increasing your production quality. Let's put it that way, right? So you're going to have to apply that to your own situation. But I think you're doing things so that it's what you are putting out to the world is almost like a better offer to the world. And, that's kind of like a weird message, but that's what I get there. And so I think that this could include you. Like, you could be making yourself a better person so that when you put yourself out into the world, you attract better people, or, you're attracting maybe love as well. Knight of Cups, a person who wants to work on a team. But I think that what I'm trying to get at here is that the reason you could be attracting whatever this is because you have changed, or because you are a better offer. I know that doesn't sound sexy, but it's almost like you just have more to offer. I don't know how else to say it. So, don't shoot the messenger, but I definitely feel that you could be, it's like what you're putting out is much better than maybe what it has been, or maybe you just feel better. Maybe you're just giving off better vibes or whatever, but I think that this will help you. And again, if you want love, there definitely could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this pleasure card and this transformation card. So the pleasure card, I would say, I think this is true for everyone. Just looking at the astrology of the summer and the fall, that I think most people should protect their energy. If you can take a break, take a break. If you can get some rest, get some rest. Like, it's going to be very important, I think, for people to kind of carve out little bits, even if it's only like 5 minutes a day, where you can just like meditate or, recharge your batteries or whatever. I would take those moments and I would do it. That transformation card definitely says you're undergoing a major transformation right now. I think that people are starting to notice it as well. You have the Knight of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Swords can be being too hasty. He can make a decision too quickly. I would be careful of a past person here. This to me looks like a past person who was inconsistent, who is like rushing in saying, "Oh, I made the wrong choice," or "I made the wrong decision." And what I would say is, it's like, when you have something good in life, you usually don't make the wrong decision, right? When you have something good in life, you don't go looking for something else, which, that's what this looks like to me. So I would be careful of a person like that. It's like they had their chance and they screwed it up, and I would be careful. You have the Temperance card, another card of transformation. So clearly you're undergoing some sort of major transformation here. I think you're becoming more spontaneous, which is great. I think that, you fixed signs should definitely be embracing that spontaneous kind of random energy of just being willing to explore, do new things, do different things in your life, and that will make you more powerful. So that's what could be changing here. I also do get something about like the change in your work, or it's like the way you present your work, the way that you do your work, something like that is happening, and I think that it's going to make it so much more valuable, the things that you do. I don't really have any good examples. Like, I wish I had a good example of what to do. I do have an example. It's like on YouTube. You can see two videos about like the same topic, and like one will have millions of views, the other one will have like 100 views, right? And maybe the only difference is that like one person is sharing their experience. Maybe typically videos on YouTube where a person shares their experiences that they've had in life, or they tell a story along with what they're doing. I'm oversimplifying it here, but typically those videos do better. So again, maybe one person does that, the other person doesn't. Again, there is something about like the icing on the cake here. There is icing that you are putting on a cake that you are presenting to the world, whatever it is. It could be you. It could be how you present yourself in love. It could be your business. But again, that's something, like if I were you, that's something I would ponder. That's something that I would think about over this next 6 months, because again, you could be discovering something that really makes all the difference in the world. And, I would do it, whatever it is. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? He's doing all this work, and he's looking at the work that he's done, and he's saying to himself, like, was it worth it? Or is there something better I could be doing? He's grown those pentacles. He's had that experience, and now it's maybe time for him to do something new, or, to grow something else. And we even go like this, up to the Magician. The Magician can represent reinventing yourself, and he's pointing down to the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands normally would be conflict or competition, but it's showing up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel for some of you that you could actually be learning something. The Five of Wands is about, they're using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So they are learning how to fight. And it's like, you could be learning something like from your competition that could lead to success. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Empress. I feel that they're, Emperor and Empress right here. If you're looking for love, this definitely looks really good to me. Looks to me like you could be attracting a person who really wants to be with you, a person who really wants to put in the work. So, this definitely looks amazing for love. With the Temperance card, you have the World. The world is about accomplishment or accomplishing something. I kind of feel that Scorpios are taking their place in the world here. So again, if you're hoping to get attention or if you're hoping to stand out in some way, I feel like you could be standing out in the world. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Magician again, which is great. So I knew that these two were kind of like connected. And the Magician, like I said, can represent reinventing yourself. And there is something going on here about like a reinvention, right? It's like you're adding the icing to the cake. You're not just presenting a bare cake any longer. So, is this like a total reinvention or anything like that? I would say no, it doesn't give me those vibes. I think it's more of a change where you're adding something extra to what you do in life, and it's going to make all the difference in the world. Next, you have this... This card says the end of a tough cycle approaches, and you also have this card that says hold your vision. Yeah, whatever you're trying to create or whatever, I feel like saying original vision as well on this card. So you might be, you might have an original vision for your life, but it's almost like, it's almost like you could be working on something in your life and you're saying to yourself that it's not like what you were originally wanted out of your life. And I feel this is saying like hold your vision and start working towards your original vision, like what you originally wanted something to be, especially if you're like working on a project and it's not exactly what you want. I think this is saying, make sure that you start working towards that original vision. Maybe you had to work on something, like again, maybe you had to create something first so that you could do whatever your original vision is. Like sometimes, we have to create a little bit of a stepping stone. And I feel that's what you're doing here, Scorpio, is like you've created, I think you've created like a little bit of a stepping stone that's kind of allowed you to, now you can like build off of it is what I'm trying to spit out. And I feel you could be doing that. You have the Knight of Wands, Magician, and the Judgment card. Knight of Wands is about being spontaneous. Picking different choices, moving in new directions. And so we already talked about it. I feel like you are entering into this more spontaneous energy. I think you're being more playful as well. I feel pretty good about this. So, again, I would just continue to embrace that, your playful side, your childlike energy at this time. Or, again, you could even add more childlike energy to your life. And, childlike energy is like being curious. So that's how you're going to discover your icing for your cake. You have the Magician. The Magician is about a new beginning. The Magician, sometimes, not always, but sometimes I feel like the Magician needs to have a new beginning. He is card number 1 in the tarot. And, sometimes I feel like he's just saying you need to use all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to manifest like a fresh start or a new beginning in your life. And I really feel that here. There is something going on here about you needing to use every tool at your disposal. You needing to make sure that you use everything that you have. Like all your, like I said, all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. I would make sure you're doing everything. You have the Judgment card. The Judgment card can represent a wake-up call. So you could be waking up to something new here with the Judgment card, or you could be having some sort of wake-up call. I feel like you get Judgment with me a lot, and I could be wrong, but these people are being called out of these coffins. The coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. And I feel for a lot of you that you could be kind of called to step into a new life. And I would do it. Go on the adventure with the Knight of Wands, whatever this new direction is, right? With the Knight of Wands, you have the High Priestess. Definitely trust your intuition. Very intuitive time. Could be a Pisces that you're attracting into your life here as well. Could be any sign. It is a general reading. The High Priestess is also a card of your vision. She has these 3 stages to this to the moon on her crown here, and it kind of represents the fact that she sees the beginning, middle, and end of every situation she enters into before she does it. And that doesn't mean she's seeing it like intuitively. What it means is that she visualizes how she wants something to go exactly, like she comes up with a plan in her head and visualizes it, whatever she's trying to create. So clearly your vision is very important. With the Magician, you have the Lovers. I feel like you attracted love probably, or this person here, somewhere here, into your life. And I feel there's going to be a lot of attraction. So if you want love, looks good. Even if you don't want love, even if you do, I think for all of you, the Lovers traditionally was called the choice, and it represented having a decision to make. And so I feel for a lot of you, you're making the decision to ice your cake here, Scorpio. We're going to stick with that theme in your reading. With the Judgment card, you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, of course, is a victory or success. So I do feel like there could be a big victory coming in for you here. Again, I feel this has to do with your time as well. It's like your time is being better spent. Maybe you feel like you've been wasting your time, or again, I don't know how to say this, right, Scorpio? But so bear with me. But I think sometimes like we have a job and a side hustle, and maybe we realize that if we put 40 hours a week into the side hustle instead, it would like be a better use of our time, or it would make us more money. So I kind of feel like you're creating balance in your life. It doesn't have to be a business. It could be whatever you're working on. It's like you're carving out more time for the things that are important, for things that actually improve your life. There is something about quality in this reading. I mean, the whole entire reading. You have that Three of Pentacles, even the Seven of Pentacles. He could be looking at those 7 pentacles, and he could be saying, like, how can I do something that produces more quality, or, creates a more quality experience? And I feel a lot of you are kind of like doing that. You have this seduction card. Here you go. It says passion and romance await. So definitely love. You have this other card that says your secrets are safe. So I don't know if you have any secrets. There you go. They're safe. But I definitely feel you could be attracting a person, or there is like a lot of attraction between you and probably this Emperor right here. So the Emperor could be you attracting an Emperor and Empress. You have both here. And the Emperor is about action. So I do feel like someone will be taking action here, over this next 6 months if you're looking for love. Again, like I said, the summer is really good for love. So I would make sure if you want love that you do things to get it, like get out of the house, go on dates, put yourself on Tinder, adult friend finder. I don't know what you kids do nowadays, right? So who the hell knows? But I would do something if you want love to get it. The Emperor is all about taking action. I also feel like you're kind of like taking control of your life with this card, and you're kind of like making things happen. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness, so I feel that you are very focused on your resources. Again, even though there could be love here, I think that your focus is definitely maybe more on the money side of things, improving your financial situation. I feel like it's pretty impossible, I think, for a fixed sign to not be focused on like efficiency right now. So if you're doing things that are a waste of time, you're probably not going to want to do those things anymore. And you're also probably having a very strong like you could find that your desires are more pulling you towards, efficient solutions. So if you can do work and, kind of like focus on getting a bigger bang for your buck, I feel like that's what you're doing here with the Queen of Pentacles. You're getting a better result for the same amount of work. You have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be conflict or competition. Doesn't have to be, it's coming up in the good stuff. This could say that, in the good stuff that you are learning from competition, or if you have experienced competition in your life, that you are learning how to overcome the competition. You're learning how to move past the competition as well with the Five of Wands. So that looks really good. With the Emperor, you have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, a card of success, growth, abundance, moving in new directions as well. So you could be finding or having a victory. I do feel like you could be attracting a person who does get a lot of attention. So if you want love, this could be like a popular person or something like that. And, just there could be jealousy. Six of Wands, this person in the back here is meant to look jealous. So, something to think about. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant could be marriage, of course. So you could be marrying this person in the future. But the Hierophant is about blessings. He is blessing these two people. This symbol that he's making with his hands represents a blessing, and you could be receiving a blessing from like a person, or you could just be receiving blessings from the universe. With the Five of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords. I think you are clear. Queen of Swords is about clarity. She sees things clearly for the first time in her life, and I feel like you could be clear on like why you had to undergo certain situations, or why you had to like learn from certain situations. And you have this broken bridge. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Three of Swords. I think that there is something here with that Three of Swords about needing to let go of one thing. It's like you're a Scorpio, right? Scorpio is known for holding on to things. Although, I kind of feel that this is you healing from something that you were holding on to, or something that's just not working. You have this happiness card. Yes, I see there is a ton of happiness in this reading. I think that you will be very happy over the next 6 months or so. And I would do anything you possibly can to bring more happiness into your life. Again, when we're happy, I think we should double down on the happiness and create more of it. So, create more happiness. You have this mountain card. It says major obstacle to overcome. I always say that this is worth it. I feel like you're just climbing a mountain. Even on this, even on this card here, you have this mountain, right? So I feel for some of you, it's like, yeah, there might be an obstacle, but this could be a good thing. It's like mountains, where do you get the best views? At the top of a mountain, right? So sometimes we have to climb a mountain, and yeah, it's a lot of work, but you could be doing something great. Like you could be building a business, or you could be adding the icing to your cake in the business that you have now, or you could be discovering something that maybe it is a little bit extra work, but maybe it's totally worth it. You have this older woman. It says dealings or relationships with an older woman. And then you have this leg. It says stepping into new experiences. I think I said that. I'm not sure if I said this in your reading, but I think like the best way to create luck for people right now is to just have new experiences, like literally just do new things. And I think you will be surprised by the turnaround that happens in your life. Like maybe you go to the same store every single day, like go to a different store, or maybe you have the same routine. And this could say like mix up your routine, because you never know how mixing up your routine could lead to love, like love, money, whatever in your life. You have this fan card that says romance, celebration, party, good time for having a good time. So I think that you need to do more things that kind of like bring a good time into your life. And that's what I would focus on with this card here. But this looks really, really good, Scorpio. Definitely a lot of abundance as well. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your next 6 months.